Okie dokie. In this video, we are taking a look at using Gatsby with GraphCMS. As always, this code is available on the GraphCMS examples repo over on GitHub. I'm going to download this manually using npx digit. I'll copy that command and paste it into my terminal. Wait for it to download. CD into the project directory and open up VS Code. Before we take a look at the project, however, I'm going to install the dependencies with yarn. While that's installing, we'll take a look around this Gatsby project here. Okay. First up, let's look at Gatsby config. In our Gatsby plugins array here, we're using the Gatsby source GraphCMS plugin. And this is pointing to the GraphCMS e-commerce example project. Moving on over to Gatsby node, we're using the Gatsby create pages function here. We're defining a GraphQL query as products. This is coming from the Gatsby data layer as all GraphCMS products. In those nodes, we're requesting the ID and slug. We're looping through the products here, destructuring the ID and the slug. And we're using the Gatsby create page function to create a path for products and the slug. We're using the product page JS template here for the component. And then for the context, we're passing in the ID. Let's take a look at that template now. So over in the product page template here, if I scroll down to the bottom of the page, there is the page query which has been defined. This is querying for the ID coming from Gatsby node, querying for the name, description and price. Then in the product page function here, we're destructuring product from data. Data is passed in from this page query. So we're destructuring product. Then we're using product name, description, and formatting the price to render out the page. We go over to the pages and the index. Here we're defining a GraphQL query for the GraphCMS product name, slug, and price. That page query is being passed into the Gatsby useStatic query hook. We're destructuring the products here. Then we are mapping over each product in products, rendering out a Gatsby link to the product's slug, and rendering out the name. Okay, let's take a look at that in action now. Over in my terminal, do yarn dev. Now, if you're using this example and you run into this error, I recommend stopping the dev server, going back over to the project, deleting the GraphCMS fragments folder, and rerunning the dev server. Now that's finished, we can take a look on localhost 8000. And here we can see we have the long sleeve tee, short sleeve tee, and the cap. Okay, that's it for this one. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.